Hey everyone, happy Friday to you. It's Anthony Cosenza with Casabell Realty Group coming at you with another video this week. Earlier this week, hopefully you joined either live or hopefully you caught the video that's been put out. We went over a couple of things in terms of getting ready to sell your house. Did you miss? There was an article that came out on Realtor.com. Did you miss the boat on selling your house? That sort of thing. So we went over a lot of different data points with that, as well as some kind of little bullet points for you in terms of what you should think about doing if you are thinking about listing your house, selling your house in the near future. But go check out that video on one of our many platforms, our YouTube channel, our Facebook page. And of course, we've also got an Instagram page and other stuff. So keep it to us there. And we'll be getting you more videos, more information, and hopefully you find these very informative and get you educated as you look to potentially navigate through this real estate market, this ever-changing real estate market. So hopefully we can help you with that. And at Casabell Realty Group, whether it's buy, sell, or lease, we want to work for you. We want to be your go-to resource for information, industry professional referrals, all that kind of stuff. So allow us to do that for you. We appreciate it, and we hope that we can help you out in the near future. That being said, we're going to kind of do on this one what we normally do, which is a market market info, and some different data points. And we're pulling some from some articles, we're pulling some from our own homework, and then we're pulling some from some other resources whom we trust. So we're going to get to that right now. So let's start with a couple of articles. We usually go Realtor.com, we go, NAR, all kinds of different things. We're going a little different route in terms of where we're going to pull some of this information here. And this is from Real Trends. And this article here just kind of talks about home builders pulling back as demand cools in terms of new homes. And you see, but they are offering more incentives to attract buyers, and home builders are working with real estate agents, brokerages to on the buying side of things. So, we've done that before in the past for some clients that are looking at new construction, but they are pulling back our home builders right now as demand is cooling a little bit. And this is hot off the press 3 days ago. So you can see here, new home sales fell for the second consecutive month in July. And that is courtesy of the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development and the U.S. Census Bureau. The quote here from Nicole Bichaud from Zillow, quote, home builders have also pulled back activity after months of sustained hits to builder sentiment, reducing the number of new homes in the pipeline to be sold. Inventory of new homes for sale rose slightly in July to 464,000 units, representing a 10.9 month supply at the current sales pace, up from 9.3 months in June. So you can see here, one of the reasons for the weaker buyer demand is the higher sales prices. And this, of course, what we're going to mention here, the median sales price, this is nationally, not necessarily Orange County, Southern California, but when you see it in July, the median sales price for a newly built single family home was $439,400, up from $402,400 in June, but below April's all-time high of $450,000. Again, the national average for median. And then you can see here more quotes from Nicole Bichaud from Zillow. As affordability remains a challenge for buyers, builders continue to see the demand pool for completed new homes drying up, so a low flow of both new inventory and sales could continue into the months ahead. Builders are also struggling to find qualified buyers at an agreeable price, as many builders report on an uptick on price cuts and incentives in an effort to meet buyers where they are, but that isn't enough to boost new home sales, as the July data was far below consensus. So what does this mean? Obviously, that you have to take that into account with, what's going on in the market in general. But as a home buyer, if you've been looking at either new homes, or maybe you've been looking at not new homes, homes that are just on the market, and you just haven't really gotten, you haven't gotten the home yet. You haven't gotten where you want to be yet. You haven't done what you want to do in terms of purchasing a home. This may be an avenue for you. We can help you navigate that deal and work with the home builders if you're looking at some new construction. Again, a very limited supply of that, but it is an option to explore. And we do have some options for you, whether it's in Orange County. We do know of some others that are being built in San Diego and Riverside County as well. So we've kind of been keeping a pulse on that, not only just in general, but also as potential options for current clients and whatnot. So that is something to keep in your back pocket and allow us to negotiate a good deal for you on a potential new home with the home builders. We want to work with you on that, and it could be a nice negotiating piece for you there to work with that. So here you go. That is from Real Trends here. This is from so this isn't necessarily a real estate publication per se, but this is from Pleasanton Weekly. Now, Pleasanton, obviously a different area, pleasantonweekly.com, a different area than Southern California, Orange County, where we have been focusing on. But this, even though we talk about some national trends, even though we talk about some out of region trends and news bits and whatnot, this is something to keep an eye out for seniors. And you see here challenges and opportunities for senior home buyers. Again, I mean, there's challenges and opportunities for everybody right now, but there's some unique ones in the realm of those in the senior demographic, whether it's, selling a larger house and maybe downsizing, capitalizing on a lot of equity you've accrued in a home over the years. And, you can go and downsize a little bit if you're empty nesters or what have you, maybe move into a 55 plus active community, that sort of thing. There's some great amenities and great newer communities. In fact, we just helped out a great client of ours move from one in the desert. We sold that home and we got her into a great home in the Corona area. So in the Trilogy community out in Corona, and that is a fantastic neighborhood out there. So what you're going to see here, and which we're going to go over here, are some things that you may not have known, but there's also a little bit of we're talking about property tax base that you can transfer as a senior as well. So we'll talk about that in a second. But you can see here, quote, "It's a good opportunity to sell. You may not have as many multiple offers as you would have last year, but it really is a good time to sell." That's from Sheila Kunha, 22, president of the Bay East Association of Realtors. And that kind of rings true across the board, not just up there, but also out here in the Southern California region as well. And then, of course, Kuna continues, "The selling process is so different than 20 years ago. You definitely want to get a qualified agent that knows the area, get a pest inspection, home inspection, of course, kind of part and parcel of everything, but because that tells you the condition of your house and lets you know if you need to address any issues while you've been in your home." Here's some more here. You need to do a little something to it if you can, because people have choices. I talked about this on our last video in the middle of the week here in terms of gone are a little bit of the days, even from 4, 5, 6 months ago, where you put your house on the market in really any kind of condition and you're still going to get top dollar, multiple offers, etc. You still, if you are in a desirable area, the house has a lot of good facets to it, but needs some cosmetic work or what have you, you can still get some good money for your home. But if you can do little repairs, if you can do some cosmetic stuff, what have you, really get it in tip-top shape before you hit the market, that's going to be prime. And this is echoed by Kunha here, the 22 president up in the Bay East Association of Realtors. You need to do a little something to it if you can, because people have choices. And if you're going to sell your home as is, you may not get top dollar. If you're working with a realtor who has access to contractors, they're a way to update your home economically. That is for sure. Now, this is good here. This is the big part that I wanted to point out. We haven't talked much about this on our videos and whatnot, but this is key. And this is something wherein our recent client who made that move from Indio to Corona, you could see here, seniors in the market to purchase a home may have an edge on other buyers. California voters approved Proposition 19, in case you are not aware of what that is. A couple of years ago that passed. It was approved to allow homeowners age 55 and older to transfer their property tax rate to another home anywhere in California. That is a big leg up over, first-time buyers and others that are out there navigating the market, where you can get a very favorable property tax rate and transfer it directly to another home if you remain in the state. So that is a big, big benefit for seniors. And of course, if you do have a larger house, maybe you're an empty nester and you've accrued a lot of equity in that home, and then you buy another maybe smaller home in the state of California, not only would you be sitting on quite a bit of equity potentially, but again, it depends on when you purchase that first home and whatnot, but not only would you be potentially sitting on a large amount of equity and transferring that in pretty easily into a smaller, more manageable home if that's what you need, but you also have this great perk from Prop 19 to allow yourself to transfer the property tax rate from your home to your new home, and that is a big benefit. Jordan Levine, Vice President and Chief Economist of CAR, California Association of Realtors, echoes that in this article, saying, quote, "The fact that you can move anywhere you like now and not take a property tax penalty is good." Very simple, succinct statement, but a very accurate one. So if you are of the senior demographic and you are looking at potentially making a move, capitalizing on that equity, maybe you just need less home at this point in time based on where you are in life, that is some good news for you. There's going to be some more options for you. Still relatively easy to sell your home in this market, but on top of that, and on top of everything with that, there's the property tax transfer that is going to be a big key for you in terms of helping you out with a potential move and making things work for you from an economics point of view. So something to think about, and we can definitely help you out with all of that at Casabella Realty Group. One of the other things we like to do, aside from going over a couple of headlines from different publications and whatnot, this is another great ally and asset to our brokerage, Chris Pacheco from Pacheco Team Loans. You can go to fundedbychris.com. Always provides us with some great information. We've been blessed to work with a number of different great mortgage professionals. Chris is one, and we've worked with him on a couple of deals, and he has been great to some of our clients here, and we can't thank him enough for that. But here is last week's activity. The month of July brought slowdown of home sales and construction. You can see here existing home sales down 5.9% month to month and 20.2% year over year. You can see the construction aspect that goes back to the first article I referenced there. You can see exactly what that's pointing towards there. Again, 20.2% year over year decrease from the month of July. Pretty crazy there. Home builder confidence index showing decline. That goes back into that. Jobless claims fell by 2,000 week over week. And then the Fed minutes show slowdown in housing, business investment, manufacturing, and spending. Just a little bit of a pumping of the brakes in general across the board. You can see some of the things that happened this week. Today was referenced it. We got this on Monday. So today was stocks and mortgage bonds sharply lower to start the day. 2/3 net worth from top 50% wealth holders is real estate equity. And then just throughout this week here, new home sales, pending home sales, second reading on Q3 GDP, price consumer expenditure, which is inflation. You can check out that information. Some of that is accessible right now, but that's some of the stuff that occurred this week. And then, of course, the rates from Chris Pacheco, and this is kind of national averages. I remember when he first started sending me these things, rates were about half of what we're seeing across the board here. Just is the reality in the grand scheme. I keep saying this, in the grand scheme of things, from a vast historical perspective, these are still historically pretty low rates. When you go and think about it, obviously not where things were 6 months ago, a year ago in terms of rates, but still manageable, and you can get favorable loan programs. We just had a great client we worked with have a very good favorable rate that they in their purchase. So, again, there are options out there for you. Conventional 30-year, 5.875% across the board national average. FHA 30-year, 5.25%. Jumbo 30-year, 6%. VA 30-year, 5.625%. Bank statement and other, debt service, community mortgage, some other kind of creative loan programs out there, 7.75%. And this is courtesy of Chris Pacheco at Pacheco Team Loans. You can go to fundedbychris.com for his information. Pacheco Team Loans, again, great referral partner that we have that we can point to our clients. So we appreciate the information that he has shared with us on that front, with the rates, et cetera. Now, one thing I just want to kind of piggyback on that, I talked about this earlier this week as well, a lot of talk about Rent or buy. Well, this is something that we have for folks it is a Google Doc, and we can help you navigate through this. This is courtesy of California Association of Realtors and Hemlane. You can see here home purchase details, and you can plug and play with the numbers there. And then, of course, a rent assessment, plug and play, including your expenses and different things that you've got there. And you can compare and contrast what may make sense to you. You may think that buying may make more sense to you right now. You kind of work with these, and we can work with you on this, plug in some numbers and kind of do some calculations, as can your mortgage professional. But we have this tool for you. And you find out that renting may be a little bit better for you at this point in time. Vice versa, you may think that, man, where this market is and where the rates are and whatnot, we got to rent. We're not going the purchase route. You crunch some numbers, you do some things, and you find it's comparable, if not maybe tipping in the scales the other way towards purchasing. So that is something that you have to be educated. We've talked about that, and there's all kinds of different pieces of information we can give you using this, and of course other resources we have for our clients. So we have that at our disposal for you. Let us use that for you, and hopefully you can kind of get educated. If you do have questions and or are on the fence about certain things, let us work with you on that. And we obviously want what's best for our clients and what's best for you all out there. So you got to do what makes the most sense for you. And we just want to help you in that process at Costabel Realty Group. Let's keep it going. We got just a little bit more to get to, and then we will hop out of here and let you get to your weekend. This is what we do on the MLS. This is a little bit of homework that we do. We pull some data on the MLS on the purchase side, and of course on the rental side. So this is 826. This is as of earlier this morning, coming soon, 56 of those from August 27th through 9/4. You can see here there's been a little bit of a drop in coming soon and active. Active inventory just under 4,000, 3,908, 571 of those since 8/15 up to 8/26. Active under contract. Those are folks that are in escrow but still have contingencies. 1,074, 287 of those since the 19th of August. Pending 1,170, 275 since August 15th, and closed 122 since August 22nd. You can see there again the numbers at the coming soon and active have dropped a little bit. Now let's get to the rental spot here. Coming soon, look at this. This is again hyper competitive. 32 coming soon, 22 of those starting tomorrow, 8/27 through 9/4. Active 1828 with 519 of those from 8/15 to today, Friday. Pending 190. Those are ones that are getting ready to close. 101 of those since the 15th, and closed 162 since 8/22. You can see there between coming soon and between active, this is where the purchase market was for the last year and a half, 6 months, whatever. This is where it was been hyper competitive, limited inventory, and that is where the rental market is at this point. So we've still been able to negotiate leases and done so at a great rate, and we've leased other people's properties out to some great folks as well. So we've worked on a number of those as of recently, but that is something to monitor, especially if you are looking, again, when you're weighing that lease versus buy, the inventory level is quite a bit different. You see, it's basically half available homes to rent as opposed to homes to purchase. And that is something definitely to keep in mind as you navigate the market. All right, that's going to do it for market info. We've got one little thing for the community corner, and we'll get to that right now. So summertime is usually indicative of carnivals, fairs. There's county fairs, there's city fairs and carnivals and all kinds of different things. Summer is winding down. School is starting up for most folks at this point in time and their kids. But that doesn't mean that there are not other great avenues to have some fun before, kind of in between those fall Halloween parties and obviously Thanksgiving, Christmas, but there's still some time that still have some summer vibes to it. And this is from the city of Laguna Niguel. They have their Sea Country Festival. Now, this has been on hold for the past couple of years because of the COVID pandemic. It's the first time it is back, and they are doing the last time they had it, I think, was their 30th anniversary of doing the carnival. Now they're back, and really kind of better than ever, quite honestly, because they have a lot more to offer folks this time around in terms of live entertainment. That wasn't really part and parcel of some things. Of course, they have rides, they have games, they have all vendors, all kinds of different things here for folks to enjoy. And this is over by the Ziggurat and Design Center. So if you're unfamiliar with the Laguna Niguel, there's this large government building. Some of it is still being used by government entities, but it's called the Ziggurat. It's this big, almost pyramid looking building. And then there's a big design center with a lot of different, furniture and other kind of expo stores there in the design center. It's got a large parking lot and a large kind of field where all kinds of things are going on here. So you'll want to check this out. It's near kind of City Hall and other areas of Laguna Niguel. Here are the dates. Starts tonight, Friday the 26th, and you may see me here that tonight if you go Friday from 5 to 10 all day, Saturday and Sunday, from 12 to 10 on Saturday and 12 to 9 on Sunday. You can see here's where the map is, a little bit small, but this is the design center. This gray strip out here is the Ziggurat, and they've got this large area with all kinds of different things going on here in this year's carnival. So you can see here, let's scroll down. These are some of the things they've got going. They've got live music. They've got themes of the night. So Friday is a glow party night. I missed the boat on Saturday here. Star Wars night on Saturday. And then you got superhero night on Sunday. So they'll have undoubtedly people in costume. And of course, if your kiddos want to dress up, or if you feel festive and you want to wear something Star Wars, something superhero-ish, do it and have some fun with it. I'm sure they'll be giving out glow sticks and whatnot tonight as well if you do not have those on you. And then, of course, they've got a great lineup, cover bands, both a side stage, main stage, and a headliner. So they've got live entertainment, live music. I believe they have a wine and beer garden, food, and then, of course, soft drinks, games, rides, the whole deal. You're going to want to get there, and a lot of fun. And you can see here there's also stage performers aside from music and whatnot. There's some dancing and other stuff going on. So really cool. Go check it out and have some fun. Let your kids have some fun. Kind of the last taste of summer, if you will. Again, this is in the city of Laguna Niguel. Should be beautiful this entire weekend for you to enjoy some sunshine or a pleasant evening out at the Sea Country Festival at Laguna Niguel. Go check that out and let your kiddos have some fun and have fun as a family or by yourself. If you're by yourself, you can go there too. That's fine. No judgment here. But that's going to do it for us. Have a great rest of your week. Have a great weekend. Happy Friday to you all. We will be back with more videos and more content. And if you have questions, get in touch with us. CasabelRealtyGroup.com, CasabelSoCal@gmail.com is the email address. We want to be your resource for all things real estate. If we can get you a referral of some kind from an industry professional, if you have questions on what's going on with your house, rent versus buy, what should we do? Let us help you out. We want to do that, and get in touch with us. Thanks, everybody, and we will see you next week.